had like a Pac-Man show up here and there to tea time, but never enough to become properly experienced with the matchup. The thing to remember is that as much as he could set up behind Hydron, as we're already seeing, he also has very good frame data.
His aerials are very annoying to deal with. They're not massive pressure except for maybe back air, but just the amount of chip damage he can do and stuff like this, and also the tech chase potential with down air.
Yeah, we already saw that Jole misspaced one aerial on shield, got forward air, got put in a tech chase. Also,
grab
the other matchup check
dodge,
is grab. He has a grab that beats spot dodge for some reason. Oh yeah, Pin, that's a good point. Pin probably breaks Hydrant very nicely.
Yes. So Jole has options, but right now is just currently learning the matchup.
But Pac-Man is quite a matchup check. And I feel like the thought of him being like kind of a setup zonery character is often what gets people, because they're in the mentality of fighting a zoner, and then all of a sudden they get one bad approach, and then they just start getting forward aired across the stage.
That's the thing about Ultimate, or just in like fighting games in general, is zoners like might not have the best close quarters options. They all have decent buttons at close range.
Yeah, it's kind of a staple of Smash Ultimate, it seems, that a lot of characters that are annoying at long range also have very good close range options.
3 words: Guile Flash Kick. Either way. So now we have the other side of the matchup, but okay, you can... Oh, he knows. He knows. He knows. I was say, you have the bell. Do you know what to do with a bell? Yeah. Yeah, he knows. So now Jole with the early lead. See if he can maintain this, because right now, Chezz is just struggling to clean out this stock. You get the high percent.
Oh, getting that probably a bit of bad DI.
Yeah.
Don't often see Pac-Man up air kill.
I wasn't prepared for it myself. Jole certainly wasn't. So now that basically drags it back to an even game.
We are seeing Chezz like very much favour Pac-Man's boxing options, which
they're good options.
Yeah, it was working out at the beginning, but now he's like throwing them out in positions where Big Sword kind of beats them.
Big Sword also beats the down smash. So
yeah.
Now Jole has the ledge. And like, this is the other thing about Pac-Man. His recovery isn't safe per se, but he's got way too many mix-up options.
Yeah.
Where you can just go wherever you want.
For the most part, unless he's forced to trampoline very low, there's not much I imagine Corrin can do to
not safely. It's sort of like spaces in that aspect, and yeah, if you can force them to Firebird or something low, then you probably can catch them. You can't get away from that one though. That's the thing about Jole. The pins are just on point and vicious.
I don't even know if that was true. I'm pretty sure that can be true. That one looked a bit
It might be
delayed,
true,
but it's just one of those situations. It sends you at such an awkward position off stage, because
you don't want to air dodge that early.
Yeah, and you don't have a way to quickly grab ledge. But also, another thing that Pac-Man has is F Smash, which is an insane move.
It's not that insane, but it's
I think it's very insane.
It's just a big hitbox. That's what gets people.
But it lingers. It's like Mario F Smash, but lingers.
That's true. So, just sort of a move that gets you, just lets you space out fairly safely, but in the grand scheme of things, not massively safe, not massively useful.
Getting the
he'll do that. He will drop some back air. You think he can get away with it?
Yeah, it looked like Chezz was kind of
just hedging his bets.
Slide being back to ledge in that kind of same area, which is kind of Corrin's drop zone area, because Corrin doesn't have much off stage other than back air and pin if they're in a very specific position. But if you're very, or like if you show that every time you're going to recover, it's going to be in that kind of position, then Corrin can just drop off back air you.
And Jole's very much not shy about chasing people off stage if he can get away with it.
It's a very threatening thing Corrin has. I think maybe he was just trying to warm up to like what Pac-Man's recovery is like, because it does seem like one of those ones. Obviously, I think side B has like some armor, and you don't want to find yourself in a weird situation where you might have to tech. But yeah, I feel like if Joel's more confident with that now, we might see more potential edge guards coming out. Especially because he's been doing very well of getting Chezz off stage, but I don't feel like we've seen, from either players, I don't feel like we've seen massive like ledge play at this point.
Oh, well, Joel's trying to cook, but...
Yeah.
Chezz able to turn the oven off for now. Gets the rush down, that extended range on the grab as well.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones where, on paper, it's not a good grab. In practice, you just get people with it, because nobody's ready for the extended grab that goes through spot dodge.
Yeah. I know, I think on paper, it is also a good grab. I feel like it's one of those ones that it was so bad in Smash 4 that people just kind of assumed, well, it's basically the same thing here.
It's
so
not great, right? It's not particularly safe. It's very like slow and obvious, so it's fairly easy to punish if it doesn't get you. Oh, and just gets not far enough that he wasn't going to be able to snap to the ledge. So Chezz kind of steals that first stock, but now actually has a lead and has been pretty decent about building percent. So
yeah, I was going to say Pac-Man is the kind of character who should be able to play to a lead very well, but Chezz found himself in the corner against a big sword, and
the shark is real. Neither player really able to land on the stage successfully.
Yeah, I was playing Chezz earlier in friendlies, and not to John on his behalf, but I'm pretty sure he's warming up to a new controller. So that might explain random air dodges.
Once again, the full stage grab.
Oh, that was very
And a Hydra Blast will knock him away from the corner, and now Chezz has a huge lead.
That was one of those ones that's very unfortunate, because obviously Hydra only sprays the water in specific with a specific timing. You know, if that up B was like a second earlier or later, Jole probably would have been fine.
But if you get hit, the shove away, especially if you're in a free fall, just means you just perish.
Yeah, because Corrin
once again drop zone. Like once you start charging fruit in the air, you are committed to charging fruit in the air. It's very easy for Jole to chase you down there.
But Jole going out very deep, and he's clearly finding himself more comfortable going off stage, which is going to be very good for taking stocks early, because that back air is massive and kills very early,
especially
that close to the blast zone.
So Chezz had the lead. Jole has brought it back, but Jole's been behind for most of this game, so there's a good chance here. Oh, watch the Hydra.
We've seen that Pac-Man can just kind of take stocks, sometimes accidentally.
Oh, bets it all on Black with that charge down smash, but doesn't find it Jole out of the way in the nick of time. Fires off charge of his own. Just fire off these projectiles.
Oh, he really didn't want
the jump
to come
scare
off that
king.
back air. Ooh,
wow.
That was one of like Corrin's own kind of matchup knowledge things, is that getting hit by up B in that situation can lead to an up air that nearly killed and potentially would have with bad DI.
Tries for the down smash charge. He's trying to bet a roll in or something, or a spot dodge, but just falls into a back air. Jole will take the set 2-0. And now we have the hot tag as